And see, and again, I messed up yet again. Let's do it again. See, I was too busy trying to get my camera straight, and I messed up my intro. Come on, AJ, you tripping. Let's do it again. Hey, good morning, everybody. AJ, the CEO here. Thank you so much for being here. Again, see, I was rushing. I woke up late. Slept in a little bit. Hey, but thank you so much for stopping by. AJ, the CEO. We try and do this every Friday. That way we, try and answer your questions. And let me check my audio real quick. All right, so my audio is good. Again, thank you so much, folks. I'm clean shaven this morning. But thank y'all so much for joining. And I'm going to get the joint straight. I was trying to change too much stuff this morning, and then I completely forgot about switching out my camera. I guess I'm going to need to work on that and do that with my Stream Deck or something. But, hey, thank you so much for stopping by, folks. Before we get started, know that if you have any questions and I'm not able to get to them, you can email me at questions@ajhomes.com. Give me about 72 hours to respond, folks. Also, if you are ever interested in wanting some additional help with your media ministry, know that you can contact me at ajhomes.com/consultations, and you can set up a consultation phone, Google Meet or whatever they're calling it now, Zoom, or we can do it on site. You'll either hear from me or D, and we set that stuff up. And big shout out, excuse me, to the Facebook group. And the conversation that we had on the last roundtable, folks, if y'all missed that, sweet Lord. If you are a YouTube member or you're a Patreon supporter, make sure you go check those out. Y'all, that's one of the benefits that y'all have. I post that for members only on YouTube as well as on Patreon. Check that out. We had some serious discussions there. And hopefully it makes it kind of thought-provoking because we got something similar for today. It seems like a lot of people got an opinion about this question I'm going to ask y'all. But let's go ahead and give some shout-outs to everybody. And if I can get my mouse on the right screen, let's holler at everybody. Ty Johnson, what's going on? And, of course, it's going to the wrong layer. Let's try that again. There we go. Fired us off. Wrong person. There we go. Hey, Ty Johnson, good morning. Thank you for stopping by. Parker, what is going on? Bruce Adams, what is going on, sir? Tim, good morning back at you. Carriers of the Covenant, hey, good morning. I didn't forget. I got you. Streets of Destiny, Brother Art, hey, what's going on, sir? Norm Carpenter, hello. Good morning for Chicago, hello. I was on a Zoom meeting with in your area Wednesday. Mousy, what's going on? Hope work is not getting the best of you. Sam, son, what is going on? Ms. Villas, hello. Darius, what is going on, sir? Anthony, hey, what's going on, sir? Glad you're liking the music. Lester, hello. When I see my page jumped on me. Hold on. When I CCTV, hello, good morning. Anthony Johnson, what is going on? Brian Jones, hello. Rhonda, what's up? Brandon, what is going on? Mitch Roy, hello. Reverend Richard, hello. Ms. Veronica, hello. Let's see. Joey, what's going on? Hey, folks, so again, I'm doing something a little bit different. Again, I use myself as a test lab before I even tell y'all about anything. A lot of stuff has changed with YouTube. So it used to be, we talked about last week, the tags that you put in your video really don't amount to much, to my surprise. They said it does, but at the same time, a lot of people said it doesn't. So let me show you, give y'all some behind the scenes type of stuff here. So let me look at, I'm gonna look at this last video, the tutorial video that I made for YouTube. I thought that would jump off a little bit more, but hey, it has legs. So if we come here behind the scenes, you know, we got our timestamps and all this other cool stuff. But again, I want y'all to, hold on one second. Hey man, can I give you a call back? I'm on my live stream. Alrighty. Alrighty. So if we come down here, remember the tags. The tags can be useful if content in your video is commonly misspelled. So a lot of my tags now are AJ the CEO spaces, AJ the CEO, AJay, just AJay the CEO. I guess I need to put another one because a lot of people just call me Jay. My boy Mike calls me that. But anyway, I go through stuff like that. AJay the CEO of YouTube. I don't really put a lot of the stuff. The main focus is in your title and your thumbnail. That is a lot of work that we're focusing on. And then just from a performance standpoint, let me show you the back end of this. This is the YouTube video where I did an OBS tutorial. I didn't have no text on here at all. If I go to the analytics, let's look at it. Let's look at the reach. YouTube is recommending this video to 83.1%. 83.1% of the people who watched this video came from YouTube's recommendation. That was 47,000 impressions since the day that was dropped, with a total of 395 hours watched. So, and we're looking at browsing features. 50% found this video through browsing. 16.6 were from suggestions. Channel pages, other channel pages that recommended this was from 7.4. 7.3 came from actually people searching for it. 5.3 came from people directly going to it. That might be external links, which it normally is, and then other. Now let's look at the same thing. This is the Mac version of that same video. Let's look at the reach. And this was only put out to about 10,000 folks, and this only got 58 hours. And again, it's from a browse feature. Think about this, folks. You really got to start dialing this stuff in and looking at it. So let me put my church on the chopping block, and let's actually look at the last video. Let's go to analytics. Let's go to content. Oh, actually, I did the wrong way. Let's go to the last live stream, and then we'll go to our analytics. And why am I getting a copyright? They still hitting me on the music? All right, let me actually go through this for y'all that don't have this. This is music that we do have rights to. I have a license, and let me download. I have it saved on my computer, so I know exactly which one it is. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Where is it at? I normally keep this saved on the computer. I know I have it saved on the computer at church, so if we get that. But again, be mindful, folks. We talked about this. You cannot post any music that you did not own or have a right to. But guess what? I do on this one. And I might have to download that again. But anyway, we'll come back to, no, I need to get this done now because I don't like this stuff sitting out here because we got hit multiple times for this. Man, I'm going to have to download that from the church computer. But anyway, let's go here, look at the analytics for this. Let's go to our reach. Now, again, this is a harsh reality, folks. I want y'all to look at this, and I want you to look at your channel as well for this. So this was suggested to 1,500 people, which honestly I think is good. We only got 12 hours out of it. Browsing features, external, YouTube search, 10%. Who got this? From browse features, percentage of viewers that were just browsing features that came up. So I think that's kind of good. But then realize, where is this coming from? 77% of everybody who's watching this is getting this from Facebook. 22% is from Google, from external sites, all right? And again, what content is being suggested when we look at this? So if somebody goes to some of these videos, that's how this stuff is being filtered back to us and recommendations. So that's interesting. But look at how your stuff is going, folks. I mean, you know, and then the other thing we're talking about is engagement. Let's look at that and let's see where are people falling off on this? What time? How long is everybody watching it? And here is the harsh reality. When they started, 100% of the people get it. Within a minute, that thing drops to about 10% and 15% and 24%. So for us, that countdown ends in 15 minutes. So by the time our live stream starts, 24% of the people who were on it have are the only ones that remain. You know, we got to look at that. And then let's look at our audience. 68.5% of the people who are watching are subscribed. That's good. 31.5% are not subscribed. So let me look back at my channel and let's go back to that same video. And let's go to our audience and let's see. The people who watched this video were 68% of the people were subscribed. So I need to do better to reach other people outside of the people who are watching. But anyway, a little knowledge lesson from the very beginning. Plus I was given some time to stall for some folks to throw some questions here. And actually, while I'm looking for that, let me put the poll up here that I wanted to ask, because we had a lot of people comment on it. And I want to see y'all's thoughts on this, folks. So did I press the right button? It's not the giveaway. See, folks, I'm not prepared today. Oh, wrong button. Which one is it? Was it? No, it wasn't that. Here it is. I think it's this. No, that's the cruise. What in the world? Oh, that one? Yeah. I think I didn't do it as a layer, and I think I went muted. But anyway, the question for the day, folks, I want to have some discussion about it. I put it on the community tab, but I want to bring this up is, should media ministry staff be paid? We're going to come back to that, but I really want to know what your thoughts are, folks, because, again, a lot of people are having some issues with this, and there's a reason why I think this is important, because a lot of the stuff that we do, folks, is so goes past just doing simple turning on the camera and stuff like that. It's not anything close to that. And there's my license that I was looking for. But I want to know, what are y'all's thoughts? Leave them down below, and we're going to get back to some questions. I am still stalling for some more questions from y'all. But let me know, folks, because I want to do a video to talk about this and bring it to education, because any of the musicians out there, we had the same discussion, and some people are still having this discussion on should you pay your musicians? And then now that's evolved into should you pay your choir members? So I want to know what y'all's thoughts are. And let me cut back over here so y'all can see what I'm doing as well too. So I found my license. I have permission. Gonna paste that, my license name. And there we go. So I need to get in touch with the people who make the song and let them know I have rights to this. And I bought them from them. The call. What? When you walk into the room. Oh, yeah, we got hit. This was the Sunday I wasn't there. I think some stuff was being played inside the sanctuary, and then as you can see, this was a feed from the sanctuary. So this is right. I might have to go back in here and cut this or mute the audio, but that was for quite a while. So I'm going to have to come back on that one. And then let's get this last one. Yeah, this is, again, the intro that I do have the rights for. Same song that we do from an intro. And let's dispute that. I have the rights. Arthur Holmes. All right, so hopefully enough time has gone by so we can get to answer y'all's questions. All right, so let's see. Norm wanted to know, when will I be a doctor? So some of y'all didn't know. I was just thanking God over it. I got a call from a seminary school, and they are presenting me with an honorary doctorate in ministry education, I believe. Very humbled by that. It's supposed to be during the graduation ceremonies of next year. I will let y'all know. But again, thank you for remembering that, and I am very humbled by that. 967 Jeb stopping by. Hello. Sean White. Hello. Christian. Hello. Good morning. All right. The Living the Life show is the first question I see. I have two PTZs, the joystick and the A10 Mini. I plan to place one camera in the back of the church for a stage shot and one camera at the front side of the church to get a pulpit side shot and congregation. Do I plug both cameras and joystick into the PoE switch? PoE switch connects to modem. What plugs into the ATEM and ATEM goes into a Mac? All right, so in that scenario, let's cut back over to my camera right now. So what I have right here, and hopefully it can pan down to see. So I have my joystick, and I can't go any lower. I have my joystick connected over Ethernet because it supports PoE, and I have. Come on, man. All right, and I also have the camera connected because it is provided by PoE. That the switch will first give it network connectivity, and if both of those devices support PoE, it will send power to them. And like for me, when I turn my switch off, it turns off everything, makes it very simple to turn it off from one location. Now, your ATEM can also be connected into that switch. Like I have mine connected. I have a switch right here under the table. You can't see. I don't have a camera facing that direction, but you can connect it, but the ATEM does not support PoE. So that's just going to give it network connectivity. So hopefully that makes sense from your question. And if I bring it back up again to make sure, connects to this and connects to the modem. So yeah, so the modem or your router is handing out IP addresses. It's going to send one to your camera, send one to your joystick. If it supports PoE. If it's an IP joystick, then yes, because it's getting an IP address from your router to connect to each other. Your ATEM, just like mine, does the exact same thing. So hopefully that makes sense. And now for your ATEM to connect to your Mac, because if your Mac is doing the live streaming, then you're just connecting to it with a USB-C cable to USB-A adapter, typical cable. So something like this. So a USB-C and then regular USB connection. That's what's going to connect to your Mac. That's what bridges everything from your ATEM Mini into your Mac. So hopefully that helps you. Jerry, good morning from North Dakota. You are a big help to our church media. Our theme is Mark 4 and 9. Thanks. Hey, you are welcome. Awesome. Parker with a question. Is there a way to take down your YouTube channel without deleting it? I want to do some work on it without making the changes public. I am not aware of that, but let me see. Well, actually, let me not do it on my church's page. Let me do it on a page that is not that big of a deal. All right, I have this other channel. Let me look at this. and let's see if what we can find. Hopefully, I don't show anything I'm not supposed to. All right, so if we went to settings, channel, permissions, community, agreements, nothing there. I'm not 100% sure on that one, Parker. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. If anybody else knows, please leave it down below because that you stumped me on that one. I am not sure on that one. Reverend Richard, love the new comments and signs of one the live stream and in service. Question: can the pastor see the comments in house as they are shown? Currently, no. What we're putting in place is the exact. Well, actually, let me see if I can remote in and show you. And go to system number 2. They're actually putting in some doors at the church. Actually, let me show y'all that because it's going to be in for a change. I don't know if y'all can actually. I don't think I thought I took a better picture of this. But anyway, this is going to be a close-up shot. So right now, all of our entrances, this is going from the entrance into the overflow, and then everywhere the media booth has doors, everything. So let me cut out of here real quick because I don't know what picture is going to show up. All right, here we go. So let me zoom in here. So now all of there's going to be doors that cover this, glass doors on this side, and there's glass doors going into the sanctuary as well as different parts of the building. But that wasn't your question. The question was, how can pastor see the stuff? So if I sign in to our streaming system, so right now it's not, let me turn it on actually. That's the beauty of being able to turn on your stuff remotely. I'm just going to turn on the ATEM there, and you'll see the screen fluctuate here for half a second. All right, so there's my second screen. So right now, this is the one that's being fed into the ATEM as another monitor input. It's input number 5 now. So let's go and just switch to just one screen. Oh, and they can't see it because I'm not on the network. I didn't turn the network switch on. Oh, well. Anyway, I don't need to show it that way. So what we got going on is in vMix ultimately, just like what I'm using right now, we would bring this up and we would have our comments come in. And then in vMix, just like how I did in the last Q&A where I showed how we could mix both of them together. So if I bring up the last one that we had, and that is not right. Let's do a new one. So all we did is had a title, we had a social, and I'll just use this one just to get by. All right, so we would have the comments like this, all right? And what you could do, just like what I'm doing right now with the screen right in front of me, what we could do is do a full screen out. So when I do that, and again, our second screen is going into our ATEM. So if I go to our screen number 2, this is what's showing as an option inside of our ATEM. And we can switch this to be displayed on any of the screens. So we can send this to the back display. We can send it to the ones that are on the digital wall so everybody can see it. He can turn around and see it as well. Now, the beauty of this, Pastor Taylor, when we're in the middle of service, he's actually in the comments before he gets up to preach. So a lot of that stuff, he'll see comments, and then thankfully he'll call that stuff out, and we're able to bring up anybody in that manner. And did I just hang what I was just doing? I just turned off the ATEM and I lost the connection. But in other words, yes, we can do that. We're sending that. Our streaming system has 2 display outs. We have one display for the monitor that people are monitoring the system, and then the other one is being fed into the ATEM. So we can bring that up at any point in time that we want. So hopefully that answers your question. And we have done that before because he's asked about it. Ray L, hey, good morning. Sean was asking, did I intend to post a video one video twice? Yes, I did. The first one, I was using my Rode Wireless Go 2. And if anybody's never used that, it comes with 2 receivers. It comes with 2 receivers. Stuff just fell out my bag. So it comes with 2 receivers. And when you use these at the top, they become left and right channels. So I was only using one, and normally in post, I fix the audio, but I didn't. And somebody called it out saying, hey, the audio is only on the left channel. So the second video was where I fixed the audio and I put my mic and split it duplicated it on both left and right channels. So yes, I did that on purpose because I messed up the audio. Mitch Roy, hey AJ, is the Phoenix Pro 4 channel wireless mic a good buy? Well, guess what? We now have a vendor of those very same mics. Brandon Lewis, I'm going to give you a big shout out for that. He is actually a Phoenix Pro vendor. And hey, isn't it beautiful to have this community? And then you have other people who are doing the same thing and we can turn over to them. So I will leave that to you to contact Brandon. And Brandon, big shout out for you, man. Thank you. And hey, we'll point some people in your direction if they have any questions about that. Me personally, I have not used them, so I can't speak to that. Talk to the man because he's the vendor of them. Rhonda, some of the churches I encounter seem to be paying everyone except the parishioners, ushers, and deacons. Where's the line? Some of the churches I encounter seem to be paying everyone except for the parishioners, ushers, and deacons. Where's the line? I mean, I guess it is. And I think that's the dangerous part, that I can be on both sides. And I understand once you start paying somebody else is going to step up saying, hey, I want to get paid. But I'm looking at it from the services and the skills required to do it. Again, that's not being an insult to deacons, parishioners, ushers. I'm not doing that. But again, please let me know, what is the translation of the worldly equivalent from an usher and deacon? I just want to know. And the reason I'm talking about a media standpoint, or I'm talking about it from a musician standpoint, that takes skill. They can go out and being a musician and play somewhere else. You being in media, running cameras, doing video editing and stuff like that, that can be stepped out. I am not aware of a professional usher or a professional deacon or anything like that. That's my thought. That's one side. I understand both sides. So I just want to throw that out and see what y'all think. Mr. Clarence, hey, y'all, I got Minis Forum Mini Desktop with a Ryzen 7 5700G, 32 gigs of memory, a 512 NVMe, Windows 11 Pro pre-installed. What a treat to see first 8 Windows updates download and install instantly. Tears of joy. I'm glad you are happy with that. Creative for fun. My first reaction is, and this is in relation to our question, folks. My first reaction is, and man, I am parched. I'm glad I've got a bottle of water here. My first reaction is that my time is part of my tithing, which again, I agree. I still honor that, but some of the things that we're required to do and the time that it takes to do definitely should be compensated. I agree. Now, I've prayed about this. I've asked tons of other people about this, and more importantly, I prayed to God about it, and I haven't had any issue with that. When I didn't have any money, all I did was tithe my time. I was giving 90% of my time in service where I was not being compensated for. So again, I believe in tithing. Again, it's nothing. Tithe from love, not out of guilt. Don't do it for that reason. That's my personal opinion. Do you want somebody to love you and give you return love back because they feel guilty if they don't, or do you want them to give love because they truly love? That's just how I'll leave that alone, Anthony. That one was for you about one of your podcasts. But I believe personally that, because I mean, you can always get money. You can get money from anything. Time is the thing that you're never going to get back. That's one of your most valuable things that you have. That's why, like for me, as busy as I am with this, I make time for my daughter because that's precious. So she has gymnastics. So daddy's going to be there. First one there. That's not an issue. But again, there's some things that it takes a lot of time to do, and it takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of stuff to do, and you need to be compensated for that. That's personally. I mean, it's like is a laborer worth his and again, I'm getting the scripture wrong, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Is a labor worth his hire? Like meaning that he's worth being paid for the stuff he's doing. Christian question. Have you ever used the Logitech Mevo, and what are your thoughts on it? Yes, I have used it. I've serviced a bunch of ministries who've used it. Personal opinion, it is a good start. I would not do it for long term. I've seen people when I've gone to conferences like Vid Summit that I'm getting ready to go to, where it's a small production and they just have it on a tripod and it's right in front of them. Hey, that works. It's normally for those who don't use it. The Mevo is a 4K camera, but it crops in the image because 4K is 4 times more than 1080p. So when you shrink it down, you'll still have high quality, and it simulates multiple cameras with that one. I think it's good, but when you want to start expanding and adding other things, you're kind of locked into that ecosystem. You can't be, I want a Mevo here, I want a PTZ here, I want this type of camcorder here, and link them all together. No, when you're in the Mevo playground, that's it. That's just my personal opinion, but I know a bunch of people who have used it. Creator for Fun. Hey, AJ, I still can't get the AVPOS PTZ pointing to the congregational work. I think I may have to get another Famaco and see if I can get it running. Yeah, so the AVPOS, this is when I was up there at Bristol, Pennsylvania, and they had an original camera, and I think that original PTZ that y'all had did not have like a loop through to talk to each other, and I don't believe that one was IP based. So I don't know. Maybe this other joystick that we just recently reviewed, that may work. I mean, you would have to connect it all the way, have a direct connection from that camera all the way back to the joystick, and then all the other ones could be over IP. But that's a possibility. Because I've used adapters like this that will turn a RS-232 into a standard Ethernet connection, and then you just, the opposite end connects. Oh, come on now. The opposite end, the traditional one that goes to the camera, that's where you can connect this to here, the opposite end. And most of the time, I do electrical tape on here to hold them together, and then this will bridge the gap for that long distance. So, I mean, you could try something like that if need be. Or just get another camera, then you can just connect it the same way. August Tech. To better answer the question, should media ministry staff be paid, initial questions have to be looked into. Number 1, is it full-time? 2, does the church have a budget for either full-time or part-time? 3, is it on volunteer basis? If it is full-time, yes. Volunteer basis, no, but can be given some incentives. I agree. Completely agree. Mike, good morning. Now, again, I want this to be discussed. That's the reason why I brought that question up, because these are things that are impactful. There's a lot of other videos that are not media ministry related, but they're discussions that need to be brought up. And that's kind of like what I want to bring everybody's light to. I want to bring a light to different tech that can help out your media ministry, a different mindset that can help your media ministry at large. Because there's a lot of things that all of us know needs to be discussed, but we just don't talk about it. And money is one of those. Enter TD. Hey, AJ, I love the way you remote into your church system. Can you please go do detailed video explaining regarding the same? I want to set up that church. Yes, actually, I have done a video about that. That is me using Google Chrome Remote Desktop. That is a free service. As long as you have a Google account, you can do that for any computer. All of my churches that I service, I set something up like that. So if I cut over to this. So here's one, Chrome Remote Desktop for your church. I talked through how to do that. I will copy a link for that. Chrome Remote Desktop for church. And then another one is this one, how to set up that. So we got two of them as well. How to set up Chrome Remote Desktop. So for me, I do a bunch of these. As you can see, I got the church, the computers at Antioch, the one in Epworth in Baltimore, Community Independent Methodist Church, First Union Baptist Church, Greater Faith, AME, Zion, my Mac that's over here to the right of me, my mom, Signs and Wonders Systems, all three of them, my system's here. This is my streaming system right now, and my other system is off right now. And I got a bunch of other ones, the ones in North Carolina, Greater Works, that's Pastor Alicia, Good Shepherd Baptist Church, both of those. I'm surprised those are off. First Union, First United Methodist Church in Elgin, Illinois, First Baptist Church of South Lynchburg, Chestnut Grove. They haven't had their system on in like 2 years. And then Fifth Street Baptist Church. This one I actually need to do away with because the head of the media actually learned how to use remote Chrome desktop, and so that's why I can't connect. Only one account can be locked at a time. So he's managing that, but hopefully those videos help. It is a great tool. I used to use PC Anywhere, and then they started charging for that, and then it was Log Me In. Then they started charging for that, and Chrome Remote Desktop has been great. And where's my screen? Norm, I would agree a little bit. Again, not from an argument standpoint. I think that a lot of churches may not be able to. I want to bring to light that the outside of, if you don't have a volunteer to do some of this stuff, we're getting to the point now that as best as I try to do and a bunch of other channels try to teach, some people just don't want to put in the effort to do what's needed. So again, we've talked about it. If you don't want to compensate, the best way that you can do is go to your local community college and college or even high school and turn it. If you're a 501c3, you can get registered so that you can actually be an internship and you don't have to pay. But, again, it's not about the money. I just want to bring to attention that, hey, at a certain level of service and the things that you want, you can't have a TD Jakes production that I know takes multiple people and weeks, if not the full week, to produce. You can't expect that volunteers to put in 40 to 80 hours worth of work that would go towards a full-time and then just be like, whatever. Now, listen what I'm saying clearly. I'm not saying people who volunteer their time. If they volunteer to do that, that's one thing. If you expect people to give you that amount of time as in a full-time job type of effort and you don't compensate, that's what I think is a problem. That's just me personally. If somebody asks me, AJ, I want you to work on this as a volunteer, that's going to take up the same amount of time of you working a full-time job and you're not going to compensate, no, sir. Now, if God tells me to do that, that's something different. Mr. Clarence, AJ, that was simultaneously all 8 cores going at the same time with different updates. Awesome. Back to Mike. You tithe what you can. The widow only gave a small amount, but it was sacrificial, and Jesus said it was worth more than others. Completely agree. Rhonda, I totally agree with you. The hours I put in on media and music are significant. I'll do it whether I'm compensated or not for my church. If I'm doing it for another church, it depends. Roy. Hi, AJ. What brand of PTZ are you using for your other angle? That is a Famaco 20X PTZ that I am using right now. All right. You know who I am. Oh, sorry. Hey, can you drop the link for your past video where you explain how to make animated lower thirds in OBS and play it in the extreme? Let me do a search and I will once I find it. Let's see. All right, so that's actually, ooh, excuse me. I will post it now. Animated lower thirds. All right, let's go to our next one. Otis, what is going on, sir? Creative for fun. It comes on when we turn the system on, but nothing shows up in the ATEM. Okay, that's strange because the ATEM does have a scaler. So, I'm not 100% sure. Send me, email me and send me the model so I can look that up, please. Back to Sean White. There will never be general agreement because there are too many unique scenarios that can be brought up. But I can see some situations where some do and some don't get paid, even in the same ministry. And again, I agree. I don't believe it's a catch-all. I believe it's the intent behind it, to be quite honest. Philip Paul, hello. Mike, I just remoted in to help my aunt yesterday. You can provide remote support on as needed basis too. It's great. Yes, I've started using that as well too. Reverend Richard, for the QOTD, a media leader position is worth the pay if the person can handle updating our YouTube, Facebook, and website and all image and flyers. If a person is available that I can ask to do it, yes. Y'all funny. Oh, I didn't even hit it. That's it. Y'all funny. It's almost impossible to support multiple ministries without a remote connection. I would agree. Channel owner, very unique name. Should people get paid for skills? Yes. Should information be free? Yes. When it comes to giving for a church, should the church invest in its people? Pastors with private jets get paid donations. Get paid via donation. Let's see. Do you prefer ATEM over OBS? If so, why? What are the pros and cons for each? All right. I use both. For most of the ministries that I've been working with, they're new to all of this. And ever since the ATEM, I introduced the ATEM because once I set it up, then I don't even want to say it that way. It is very easy for new people. Once it's set up, you copy the streaming key. You don't have to jump through the Facebooks and the YouTubes and all this other stuff. And it's just a one button press. That's the reason I set it up. OBS is the next step of if you want a lot more flexibility. That's why I added it back to Signs and Wonders. And I just realized I need to I did turn the ATEM off. Okay. Like I added in because I want to do extra stuff that the ministry has kind of made me evolve into doing. So if I cut back over here and let me close this. So right now I'm using OBS. Ultimately, just like we talked about earlier, I want to go to vMix because it adds the comments in and I'm not jumping through multiple programs to do the same thing. But for me, I go back to OBS because of its necessity in certain unique situations. So for us, our praise team and the band is literally rehearsing again, maybe about 10 minutes before we go live. And I want to give them the freedom to do that. But if we were streaming through the ATEM, outside of cutting the audio and playing something and having a bunch of other buttons, I want to make it simple for our media folks. but at the same time make it have the liberty for the music ministry to be able to do what they need to do. So this OBS, adding OBS, has allowed me to have an environment to cater to. So we cater to our online community, but then the ATEM in the house is catering to everybody in the house. And then when I go to streaming, which is blank right now, that's when I'm meeting the needs of both at the same time. We're joining both of those audiences together. And then this is the other one where I was bringing in comments, and then offering I actually need to do away with because we don't do it like that anymore. And it just gives me an opportunity that if something happened with the live stream, this will segment off the audience, but then in-house, I can still do stuff. That's the reason why. Again, it's mainly from a simplicity standpoint. If I have people and I've gone into a ministry where they're bringing up OBS, I'll go in that direction. Like the system that I have right here that I did that fast build for, they specifically are using OBS. So that's why I built it for them. If they're brand new, I will want to get them at the easiest level of entry at first, because the ATEM I can completely configure, and it's very, for the newer person, it's very difficult to mess up the settings with that. OBS, that is the different beast. It's easy, but at the same time, you get the wrong update, you do anything like that, it can mess your whole day up. So that's mainly the reason why I do pick between the systems the way I do. All right. Otis, most media ministry volunteer personnel put in the average of 25 hours per week. I would agree, if not more. It would be fine if we can just get the things we ask for, information, before 5 minutes of production. Let's see. D, thank you for the super chat. Most YouTubers who just start out spend 18 hours a day. I spent way more than that, but Ty, have you ever used a handheld or other gimbal stabilizer for a cell phone or camera, e.g. filming when filming outside? Yes, I actually have. This is my gimbal that I'm using right now. I haven't used it recently, but this is the one that I'm using for my Sony EV10. And I don't have it, but I could get a mount to hold my camera on it. This is what I plan on taking with me to Vid Summit. But again, it all depends. I try to pack light because I'm going there to be a student, not really to film a lot of stuff, but we'll see. Larry here. Last OBS update caused camera problems. We had to undo the latest update for everything to continue to work. It gave us plugin errors. Yeah, everybody stay away from 28. Version 28 right now. There's a bunch of known issues. Like even this system behind me, I went back and installed the latest version. I think it's 27.47 or something like that. Don't upgrade to that one, folks, until they fix everything. That's the beauty of this community. They will give you some updates, let you know about what to and not do when it comes to that stuff. Bruce Adams. The leaders of the media ministry should likely be paid to set the example for the rest of the team. Again, I want this to be a discussion. There is no right or wrong. Well, I'll put it this way. I think it's wrong to try and exploit people for a day's labor or a week's long amount of work, expecting it. That's what my thought. Expecting that, or even demanding it is even worse. Philip Paul. Hey, AJ, regarding about the Google Remote Desktop, can we log in advance without opening any page or software? Because like TeamViewer, we have to open the software, then get the... No, once it's linked to your account, you just open it up. You don't have to do anything. When you install Google Remote Chrome Desktop, it's a service on Windows or Mac that just runs every time the computer starts up. And once it's on the network, you're good to go. August Tech, what church management software or web application do you recommend for small churches? Well, honestly, I don't know. I really haven't gotten into that. Was trying to suggest something to my old church, but I don't honestly, I really don't know. I know Worship Tools has something. I haven't played around with it. I might want to play around with that and just see, because I don't know if we have anything at Signs and Wonders, and if not, we can probably see about that. Yeah, they have planning service and scheduling. They don't church management. I'm not aware of that. So if there's anybody out there, church software, and y'all make that, hey, I'd love to review it. Channel owner. Is there a way to mirror my iPad so I don't have to be connected to the computer? A free method. I mean, what type of computer? I mean, you can. How can I connect? You. I have to play around with that. I had to circle back. I have an iPad. I need to play around with that before I even speak on that. I mean, NDI. I see your next comment. NDI would work, as long as you have the right app to do it, and it could work. Carl, tipping point for paid staff in most any position should be when the budget is available for the organization, or possibly when the organization would not survive without the expenditure. I would agree. Hey, again, and like I said, D, thank you for the super chat, and thank you, D, for keeping my schedule straight. D is the one I was talking about. She is my administrative assistant, folks. That if you contact me, most of the time she's the one that's responding to you. So, D, thank you so much. D has been with me for over a year, and it was one of the best things I've ever done hiring her to help me with this stuff. So, again, appreciate it. Okay, I don't know about that comment. Mike, yep, preach. OBS can mess you up with settings. Yes, you have to be mindful for that. Back to Carl part 2. The organizational leader does not have the expertise to handle the task at hand at the level the organization needs to be consistent. Not an easy call in most cases. I would agree. That's kind of like the situation at Antioch. When I left, I again, all my videos were based off of there, but again, there was nobody there to pick up the pace. And again, it was offered to me from my company to train other people, contractors, and bring them there to let them run the stuff. Now, even though I train the folks, there's a whole lot more to that. So to train to run, and again, this is what I want everybody to understand, and I'm preaching to the choir. Running the media ministry is not just the day of service thing. If you want the bare minimums, you're going to get the bare minimums. But it's way more than just showing up on your service on Saturday, Sunday, whatever day it is. It doesn't matter. It's not just that. There's prep, or there is post-production, which I need to get back to doing those videos too. But I got a housewarming this weekend, so I ain't gonna be able to do that. But there's so much more that goes into it. And I say this jokingly to everybody I've ever installed stuff. When people first get started with media ministry, this level of media ministry, it looks like it's two layers deep underground. When they get there, they're like, whew, man, we finally made it. Man, that was a lot of jump. And then they look down and it's another 10,000 layers. I mean, you can spend all the time. You can live stream like we're doing. But then it's like, oh, are we editing it and doing it shorts to leverage reels, shorts, all this other stuff to bring people in, to draw them into get their attention, to draw them into our long form content? Are we looking at the changes in the system, tags, hashtags, titles, making creative thumbnails that are enticing to make people want to come, changing your title so that it's a question that people are searching, you're getting a broader organic audience. You just don't do that coming in 5, 15 minutes, an hour, 3 hours before service. That is a weekly thing, as well as, these updates. Let me not run these because it could break our live stream. Oh, we might need to change the firmware on our cameras. We might, wait a minute, this cable burnt out, so I need to go ahead and get a lift and change this type of, it's so much stuff that is so beyond, let me press the button and go live. That's what I want people to understand. That's what I want ministries to understand. Mainly, that's what I want people in leadership who have the authority to make the decisions, who don't know jack squat about what it takes to do this, to don't make a decision unless you bring in people who can answer those questions. Because what it says, what's the parable talk about? He who judges a matter without knowing it is a, anyway, rant over. Steve, have you seen the portable desktops from Eastern Shore Broadcasting? They're pricey, but if you're doing a lot of remote locations, is it worth it? No, I haven't looked that up. I actually haven't even heard about it. Broadcasting. Let's see. I'm waiting for the page to come up. Streaming PCs. Let's see. Okay. Streaming PCs. Let's see what they're talking about. Okay. I've used that case. I want to see, what are the specs? What are the specs of the system? Okay, that's just a case. Are there no? All right, I want to do 4 SDIM. Wow. Okay. I realize that I am undercharging. Let's put it that way. Whew. Let's go to the next topic. Otis. Whew. My eyes are bothering me. And it looks like my eyes. We have a mute button on our X32 buses to vMix. This allows the band to rehearse. We also have an announcement playlist that we run 10 minutes on live stream prior to cutting to. That's what I'm working towards doing myself, Otis, right now, because I'm trying to get everybody to where I can actually migrate to actually split our audio again to the house and the live stream. Ultimately, I do want to get to that. Brian Jones. Meeting ministry question. How many have weekly staff meetings with other departments, including pastors, to discuss service operations and workflow improvements? To be quite honest, I am quite guilty of this myself. I need to bring more meetings for my folks, but my pastor calls a meeting, I think, like maybe once a month that we've reviewed it, and actually they're waiting for me to call one to do what you just said. Channel owner, thank you, and I hope you have a great day as well. Jackie Allen, hey, hello. You're not late. You are right on time. Creator for fun. Do the system, the one button access have to stay on the open Google remote? I had it installed before the update, but I'm not sure how it would work because we have to turn on the system first. Now, for me, the way I have my systems, all of my systems here, in the BIOS, there is a setting in the BIOS that says, and I don't know if there's a way for me to actually bring this up on a system that y'all can see, but in the BIOS for desktops, normally there's a setting, and I think laptops are the same, but in the desktop, you can go to the BIOS setting, and then there's a restore state. When the system has lost power, there's a state of what do you want it to do. So say the power goes out and the system shuts down. There's a setting to say, what do you want it to do when power is restored? Most of the time, I have that setting says that if it loses power, it's going to turn the system back on. That's how I set mine. And I have mine set to one of these smart switches. So if the system was off, I can engage the smart switch to power cycle that system back on at any point in time And then once the power is restored to the system will start back up. And that's how I can get into it. That's how I get around that. Norm, can you repeat announcement slides, then stop repeating and continue the service slides of presenter? Extreme. Let me see. Let's check that out. Not that presenter. It brought up the web presenter. And that's what I was not trying to do. All right, let's see. I'll get that update later. All right, so the question was, again, can you repeat announcement slides, then stop repeating and continue to service slides in presenter? So if we made something real quick, and I'm just going to add a bunch of stuff here. And so you could go to next queue and do a sample, and then it will repeat. Do I have a slide that I can use? Oh, this ain't even mine. This is actually, I think, my conference slide. Go to next slide after, I don't know, 2 seconds. When complete, go back to the first slide. So yeah, it can repeat this. And that's this screen. So it's going through that, and it's just going to keep looping over and over again. And then, I mean, once you come out of this and go back to your regular stuff, it will. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah, so to come out of this, I would just go to my next queue, and that would be it. So you can stop the loop. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Let me know if it doesn't, then we can revisit and try a different direction. Ben, word of the day, statement of the day. You can't pay for passion. Nope. And you can't teach ambition. There's another one for you. Keith, why is my eyes? I guess I need to put some stuff on my face before I go to sleep. Hey, AJ, sorry I'm late. Can you have OBS and vMix on the same computer? Of course, running one at a time without conflicts. Honestly, last Sunday, I ran both at the same time. As long as the system can handle it, you are good. Now, you can't call and reference the same resources at the same time. So if I have one is looking at my capture card, I can't, if OBS is looking at my capture card, I can't have vMix look at that same capture card at the same time. And who is sending me a text message? Oh, that's my lady. Good morning. Beautiful. All right, and Philip Paul here. Hey, AJ, question. 1, A10 mini webcam out can receive video and control the A10. Yes, it can. 2, A10 mini Pro, the USB out is either for recording or receiving video and control the A10. Yes, it can't do both at the same time. If USB out on the A10 mini Pro is going to record, it will not send video to another computer. You can't split it, nothing like that. It's either it's sending a video signal out and control, or to control it, or it's doing recording. It can't do both at the same time. Otis, AJ preach during the week prior to the service, firmware updates, Windows updates, network updates. Exactly. Villa Seventh-day Adventist Church, Antigua. Jackie Allen, we currently have 2 PTZ optics cameras, and we're looking to add a 3rd portable camera so we can record or take pictures during different locations. Which camera would you recommend? Well, how portable do you want it to be? Do you want it to focus more on video, or do you want it to focus more on photos? Because again, I I mean, I like the quality of the Blackmagic camera that I'm using right now, which can take pictures, but the pictures are not going to be as good as like the Sony that I have behind. The Sony can do video, but not for a long, long period of time that you would do in comparison to a PTZ camera. So honestly, I'd rather do separate. Like at my church, sometimes I'll take my gimbal and I'll take my Sony, and that's what I'm using as a rolling camera, just to take shots separately because I don't want to be tied down to that. That's just me personally. Creative for fun. Amen, AJ. It is a forever learning tool. I figured out how to have our guest on GTM to be able to comment in our Sunday school without feedback, and we hear them through the TVs. Awesome. Keith, talk about what's a meeting? Ty Johnson. Yes, it is it is so much stuff to produce, maintain, and promote a system, be it live stream, IP security camera system, audio system. The OSI model needs regular attention and maintenance. Yep. Meetings to coordinate things between departments. You are so funny. I mean, it's needed, but hey, the fact that we're laughing is we show that there's a deficiency in that area. So. Darius, continuing education is often paid for by media ministry staff, but not reimbursed, such as conferences as master classes, which I think is sad. I really think it is because, look, again, I am not the authority on this, but this is like this. And this is what I feel. If you don't want to compensate your media ministry, you should be thankful and thank them in some type of way. Do an honorarium for a year, give them a paid vacation, or pay for them to have continued education. They're giving you all this service for free. Why not invest in them, which is an investment in your ministry? Again, a lot of people, when they're looking at, I don't want to pay. It's multiple ways to look at it. You're putting an investment in your ministry. That's what it is. You're investing in cameras. You're investing in faster internet. You're investing in a better audio system. How about you invest in the people who are using it? Did that come off too strong? Okay, I forgot about the Casa app that I have to turn on the system. Hey, no problem. Martin, and my eye is watering. Man. I washed my face, and I guess I need to change my soap before I went to sleep because my eyes are peeling, skin is peeling. Anyway, why does vMix lag my capture device input when I set the resolution to 1080p or 1280p? Most likely, my assumption, if it's lagging, is the computer can't handle what's going on. What's the specs of the system that you're using to run it? Jackie Allen. Our church wants to stop streaming to Facebook and YouTube due to copyright censorship issues. Which other interactive platforms are your church using? Vimeo. You can have the same functionality as long as you're not stupid. You won't get hit with stuff. Or Zoom. Zoom is a man, y'all. Jackie, thank you for reminding me of that. I need to do a video on Owncast. I really need to do that. I'm gonna work on that. Owncast is a service that you can set up through your own server, which I think I'm gonna use my dummy system to do that for. And you can stream privately, and it's your own thing. I'm gonna do a video on that. But me personally, I use Vimeo. That at any point in time, I can turn off the rebroadcasting to Facebook and YouTube, and we have our stuff directly on our website, and we can do it that way. All right, folks, you don't have to send the same question multiple times. I got you. Norm, $75 Christmas card. Hey, I mean, that works too. Anything to show, like, I'll give you an old statement, folks. People will work longer and harder for appreciation than they would for money. You can be paid. People have quit jobs that have been paid millions. But some people will stay loyal if you actually show that you actually give two craps about them. Did I say that? Yes, it's true. We have been using a Nikon DSLR camera and want to upgrade to possibly PTZs, but we have limited budget. What 30x zoom options do you recommend? Well, I mean, what's your budget? I mean, you can get a 30x PTZ now for around like $800. Um, and I mean, that's a bunch of them. I have another PTZ that's supposed to be coming in that matches. I think it's also from AVideo1 that's going to match with that. We have something in the works with Panasonic. So y'all be on the lookout for that. So there's a bunch of items that you can try. And again, it's not all of them are not super pricey. They've come down significantly, but there are ones like the Sony one that just came out that I'd love to get my hands on. That's $9,000 without a lens. So it all depends. But if you're looking for a 30X, you can get one for around like $800 or a little bit less. I think sub 700 is going to be very difficult, but between 700 and 800, you definitely can, because I've done that as well. Back to Jackie. I wanted to buy the third camera that is capable to do both take pictures and able to live stream. Also, I'm thinking about getting the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema. Well, that would work. I mean, it's going to take nice pictures. It won't take pictures as nice as something else. Now, I wonder, can I take a picture with this right now? Let me see. Let me hook up a drive to this. All right, so I got my drive hooked up to it. Let me see. Can I take a picture? Cheese. I don't even know if it took the picture, but let's see. Got that now. Let's unplug this. Hook my drive up. All right, let's see. All right, so if I cut back over here, here's a drive. It says stills. And again, I haven't changed my settings. So let's open this up. And let's see how my mug showed up in the picture. Come on, get out of here, man. I want to see. So, I mean, not bad. Not bad. So that was me just taking the photo here directly through the Blackmagic one. So again, I mean, all of my live streams are being used with that camera. So I think it's fine. So it might be a good option. Just be mindful for the type of lens that you get for that. Creator for Fun said, hey, another way they can compensate is pay for the e-missionary cruise. Yes, Lord. And if you're not a part of that, folks, now which button is it? Nope, not that one. Where is it at? Yeah, folks, the e-missionary cruise, guess what? If you were not, oh, did I turn it off that fast? There you go. So, hey, if you're not aware, folks, we're going on a cruise. The information is still available. You can still book with the group code. All the information is on the Facebook page. We're heading out on the Liberty of the Seas, April 24th through the 28th, leaving out of Fort Lauderdale. We ain't having no church meetings and e-missionary meetings. It's meant for a vacation, folks. Now, for anybody else who is interested, and how do I turn it off? All right, for anybody that's interested, I've gone on a bunch of cruises this year. I'm actually getting ready to go on Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady the first week of November. For anyone who is kind of cautious, I don't care what y'all do, it's your opinion, but anybody, they've changed the rules now. If you're not vaccinated, you can go. You just need to take a test, 48 hours to confirm you're negative on being on the cruise. So you don't need to be vaccinated to go. You just need to take a test. If you are vaccinated and the cruise is, at least with Royal Caribbean, and the cruise is under 5 days, you don't have to take a test at all. If it's longer than 5 days, which this cruise is not, you also need to take a test 48 hours before you go. So it is open to everybody, folks. We got some very, very good prices on it as well. Make sure you go to the Facebook group. All the information is there. If you're interested, we got 13, 14 people that are going. So, hey, I'd love to see you there. Maybe we'll have I'll give you a free ice cream, give you an ice cream cone on me, because all the ice cream is free on the cruise. Sandra, good morning. Got here late, so plan to watch the replay. Will this live chat be available in the replay? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Jerry, does YouTube require 100 subscribers before streaming to YouTube? No, it does not. You can stream after you request it, and you wait 24 hours on YouTube. You have 0 members, you can live stream. There are no limits like that. Now, I think the limitation is you need to have 100 to live stream from a mobile device, not live streaming in general. So, like, for example, let me see. I have another channel that's probably going to become live pretty soon. And I don't think I have that stuff set up. So let me jump over here and let's look behind the scenes and let's check it out. So if we go, all right, so this is all completely new. I need to make a new logo and everything for this channel. All right, so we call it, see, the Tesla Smile. I've had this page for like 3 years, but I haven't done nothing on it, obviously, yet. So when you come down here to live stream, again, I have 1 subscriber, which is me on here. So if we go to settings, and then we need to go to permissions, not permissions. What's it at? I think it's features or something like that. They've moved this around, so I don't recall where it's at. So we're just going to figure it out together. Channel. Oh, yeah, there it is. Channel feature eligibility. So right now, I'm eligible for videos over 15 minutes and for live streaming, but it's not on. All I have to do is put in a number and be verified, and then this turns on after 48 hours. All right, so you don't need 100. You just need to set your channel up and then check off and get verified, and then you can have longer than 15-minute videos. You can have thumbnails. You can do live streaming, and you can apply for content appeal. You can appeal content ID claims. That's with 1 subscriber. All right. Hey, you were welcome. Honestly, I haven't really taken pictures with this camera as long as I've had it, because it's been stuck on this pole right here in front of my computer. Philip Paul here. Question: can a MIDI controller control a few laptops at the same time? How can I do that? I'm looking at the Behringer MIDI controller. Any thought? Honestly, I have not messed with MIDI since my college years, and that was just bridging instruments into my keyboard at the time. I believe it's possible, but again, I have not done it, so I can't really speak on that. Let's see. So yeah, folks, I haven't done it, but again, if you like this type of, let's do that again. If you like this type of content, I appreciate a like. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out other videos, folks. It really helps out the channel. It is very simple. It takes you 1 second to do it, and it really benefits. We talked about the analytics. That's how it does. Again, if you're in ministry, please teach your leadership to say that. It's one thing to put it in a graphic. It's another thing to say it. Why? Because you're engaging different senses. You put it down below. That way people can read it. But then if you say it as well, too, you're engaging in another sense for people to hear it. You want to put that in front of them as many times and engage as many senses as possible. That way they remember it. Let's see. So if we go back to the poll, it looks like 83% of the people that voted, out of 63 people that voted, say that they feel that the media ministry should be paid. And honestly, I I am inclined to agree. All right, folks. So, I mean, like I said, we got a bunch of awesome stuff popping off. Um, all right, folks. I just got a text message. I am very excited for this. I'm doing the research. I'm gonna bring up this picture, and I'm gonna show you a product that we're gonna be reviewing pretty soon because this is the email I just got. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. All righty, folks. So the folks who wanted me to check this out. Hold on, let me make sure I got the right one. All right, so we just got a confirmation, folks. I'm excited to say that we're going to be checking out one of these here in the upcoming weeks. We're going to be checking this bad boy out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 4K PTZ camera by Panasonic. I literally just got the email about it. So I'm excited about that. Make sure you have those bell notifications on. That way you get notified. And I'm going to see, you know how we do it here. I'm going to see if we can maybe give that thing away. But again, don't hold me to that. I'm going to ask and see. But I'm excited about that and see what we can do to just bring different stuff to the ministries and see what else we can do. Let me see. So we've been going for a minute, folks. So let me take a second right now to thank all of my Patreon supporters and YouTube members. It's stuff, their support has allowed me to do this. And I'm so thankful about this. And again, let me do, my thought just went somewhere. But if you want to support this ministry, this channel, what we do here, the work we do in educating media ministries so that they can share the message of Jesus Christ like never before to people all over the world, you can get started at patreon.com/AJaytheCEO for as little as $1 a month, or you can click the join button here on YouTube, become a YouTube member. We give different perks for each level. And again, hey, this is how we're able to do this, and I'm thankful for that. Anthony, Brandon, I don't know if y'all are still there. I've had a video in my mind that I want to put out. And again, y'all know me. I do media ministry, and it's kind of hard. I want to stay focused on that. I want people to know when they come to this channel, they're looking at media ministry. But I felt this in my shanana, if people understand that, about doing some different type of content. A video this came to mind that I've had a lot of people email me and ask me about. And the best way I want to put it is how to go full time. I'm not going how to go full time in YouTube, how to go full time in gaming, how to go full time in Twitch, how to go full time in your business, how to go full time in ministry. It's just how to go full time. Meaning that when I did this, I made a lot of mistakes. And I just wanted to share with y'all that. If y'all are interested in that, hit B in the chat or something. That way I'll notify. And because, again, I don't put out content if it's not something that's hopefully beneficial, or I might put it on a different channel or something like that. But let me know. Because again, I want to give some of the stuff that a lot of people don't talk about. You know, everybody's talking about the money. There's some stuff that you need to put in place, especially your mindset you need to put in place, as well as your association to make stuff work. Again, from a media ministry, that's what this is. This channel is an association. It's a mastermind of getting a bunch of media ministries together because, hey, I believe there's something happens when a bunch of people come together and you have a bunch of minds together. And then there's another mind that is formed when a group of people are there. And that's how we're able to come up with different solutions. What they say, where we become greater together than we would be. What the sum is greater than the parts of the whole of the individual, something like that, you know. But that's what I want this to be. I want this to be able to. I mean, let me just call it out. We need more Christian influencers. Did I say that? Yes, I did. We need more Christian influencers. We need to have more people. We need the kids that are growing up to be looking towards more Christian, this is just my personal opinion, Christian influencers to be like, hey, you know, they're watching all this other stuff. Just like I said, maybe I'm going on a rant. Maybe I'll leave that on for a next roundtable. But we just need more Christian influencers. We need more Christian business owners. We need more of that. We need more of it. So whatever I can do to try and help. I don't know everything. My business has been around for 6 years. I've been self-employed and done all this other stuff for about 4 years. So I can at least help you navigate past some landmines. And I don't, you know, I'm not trying to charge you $100,000 for a master course. I just want to help you, because if I help you and we get some more people on this other side doing some stuff, we can help benefit a whole lot more stuff. So let me jump over to do that. So a lot of people are saying, let me see. All right, so a bunch of people, okay, I'll work on that. Jackie wants to know, where did I get the on-air sign? I got it from Amazon, and I will put a link down below if you are interested in it. And it was actually only like $25 on air. Let me get this link and send it to the chat. That's on-air sign. Yeah, because it's also, folks, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do it exactly the way I want to, because I don't have the licensed version of ProPresenter here. But we are in the works of ramping up Bible Trivia #2 here at Signs and Wonders. Well, the first for Signs and Wonders, but the second time of doing it. We're going to have an online component, and you know I'm going to be live streaming it on my channel as well as the church. But let's take a quick little break, and let's see if we can engage some of them brains right now for media ministry. Well, not media ministry, but for questions for Bible stuff. So let me get my screen set up. And what screen is this? There we go. So again, please know that I don't have, you're going to see the watermark pop up a couple of times on this. I should have moved this over to presenter, but I just don't have it on here right now. All right. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna pose some questions to y'all, folks. Please leave them down below. Let me know what you think. Come on now, get out of here. ProPresenter logo. All right, so we got some tough questions for you, folks. I'm going to change this round. So if anybody from Signs and Wonders is watching, guess what? These questions are changing, so you ain't going to get an answer. So you got 30 seconds, folks, to put your answers down below. I hope y'all are ready. Question number 1. What colors are the 4 horses in the book of Revelation? Don't cheat. Don't look it up. All right, what are the colors of the 4 horses in the book of Revelation? All right, question number 2. How many pairs of each clean animal did Noah bring on the ark? How many pairs of each clean animal did Noah bring on the ark? All righty. Question number 3. What is the only sin that cannot be forgiven? And of course, we have the logo again. Give me a second. I'll let it stay up a little bit longer. Now, the way I have this, kind of like back to Steve's question, I have these questions on a timer. So when I do this, it only gonna stay up for 30 seconds actually 15 seconds inside when I do the game. Last time, what is the only sin that cannot be forgiven? And the last question, which 2 people in the Bible never died? Which 2 people in the Bible never died? All right. So I hope this gives you some ideas. This is what we got. And I got a whole bunch of like intense music that's playing as well too. Can I play that? Can I play it so that y'all can hear it? Because I get into this whole thing. I might even get me a crazy one of those old school type of suits or whatever when I'm doing the Bible trivia. And I'm in the wrong screen. Bible trivia. Where's my music? I think I left. I can't find it, but I got some intense music as well that's going to go with the Bible trivia, folks. Oh, is that it? Yeah, there you go. So here's my question. Hopefully y'all can hear it. No, you can't. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I see what I did wrong. I don't have my audio being routed into my mixer. Hold on. Let's do it again. All right, now let's play it again. So this is the music when all those questions are popping up. All right, folks. So anyway, let's see what we got. All right, question number 1. What are the colors of the 4 horses in Book of Revelation? And let me get the watermark to go away. And I'm looking through here, looking through the answers here. We got one here. Let's see how close. Pale red and black. You got Bruce saying white. So Villa actually has white, pale, red, and black. Creator for Fun has just white and black. And Dcraft TV kind of got the same thing. Red, black, pale, and white. So what's the answer? What's the answer, folks? The answer is white, red, dark, and pale, or black. So awesome. Next question. How many pairs of each clean animal did Noah bring on the ark? So I'm going to look back through here and let's see. Jackie says 20. She says 20. Bruce has 1. Mike had polka dot. I just saw that. We had 2. Creator for Fun had 2. Now, I need y'all to look at what's in quotes. Again, it says, how many pairs of each clean animal did Noah bring in the ark? All right, so the answer is 7. Now, I normally have scripture as well, too, that backs us up, but I threw this up here. But there is a scripture that backs for each one of them because it's meant. All right. Next question. What is the only sin that cannot be forgiven? And let me end the poll here. We got Jackie saying blasphemy. 967 also said blasphemy. Bruce Adams said blasphemy. Villa, same thing, sin against the Holy Spirit. Okay. Well, it looks like we got a bunch of people got that one right. Yep. Blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. Yep, absolutely. And the last one. Which 2 people in the Bible have never died? All right, so we got Jackie has Enoch and Elisha. Enoch and Elisha. TJC has Enoch. What else we got? Now, Villa has Enoch and Elijah. Let's see. MA16, that's the plan. A plaid zoot suit. Absolutely. I got an intense one. So again, the naming is important, folks. So it was Enoch and Elijah, not Elisha. All right. So, and can we do one more? Can we do one more? I got a speed round for you. Got a speed round. I'm going to actually put this in time with how all the rest of these go, that I'm actually going to do them. And I actually wrote let me actually cut over here and show y'all something real quick. If I cut over here and I'll show you my, for my old job, I used to be an ETL developer. So if I come over here, y'all can see I have over 1,001 questions in here. And I have this SQL query that will randomly pick 10 questions. So if I run this, boom, it will change. And I have the question, the answer, and the scripture reference here. So if I just run this a couple of times here, see, it'll give me different questions every single time. And that's what I'm going to use for this bonus round. So if we cut back over here, let's cut back over here. Let me turn on my picture and let me move to the lower right. I think that'll work better. So we got one more round. This is what I'm gonna call a speed round. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 10 questions. All right. I'm gonna let them go in time. All right. Are y'all ready? Let me know if you're ready. Can I cue my music? No, I need some more intense music for this one. Now I do have a license for this song. All right, let's go to the first one. What should we seek first? I need to have a deeper voice.
What should we seek first?
Next one. Who was Jacob's grandfather? Let me turn this music down some. All right, let me actually stop it. What was man created from? These are simple questions, but they come quick, folks. That's question number 3. Next one. Who was Bathsheba's first husband? Y'all ready? Next one. Who was Solomon's father? Who was Solomon's father? Next one. What sin is Cain remembered for?
What sin is Cain remembered for?
Who was David's father? All right. Next question. What does the word gospel mean? And I'm going to do this again because these are quick. By this time in the game, people's mouths are getting burnt up. What job did Peter and Andrew do? And who wrote the letter to Philemon? All right, I'm going to repeat all those questions again. Back to the first one. What should... I'm going to wait till the logo goes away. I'll give y'all a second. There we go. What should we seek first? What should we seek first? I'm just going to read them twice. Next one. Who was Jacob's grandfather? Who was Jacob's grandfather? What was man created from? What was man created from? Who was Bathsheba's first husband? Who is Bathsheba's first husband? Who was Solomon's father? Who was Solomon's father? What sin is Cain remembered for? And I'll give you a second on this one. Wait till the logo goes away. What sin is Cain remembered for? You know what? I should buy Pro Presenter just so I can have it. Who was David's father?
Who?
David, I am your father. What does the word gospel mean? What job did Peter and Andrew do? And the last one, who wrote the letter to Philemon? All right, so let's go ahead and look at it. What should we seek first? And I see a lot of people got it. The kingdom of God and his righteousness. And his righteousness. All right, who was Jacob's grandfather? Abraham. All righty. Next one. What was man created from? Come on out of here. Uh-oh. I'm seeing some questions here, some answers here. What was man created from? Dust from the ground. See, these are easy. We're going to start getting into some hard ones. Who was Bathsheba's first husband? So we got a bunch of folks in here. Let me jump back and see. Let me see who the first one who answered it here. I think the first one that I'm seeing, was it Jackie? Jackie, were you the first one? Jackie was the first one that said Uriah. And guess what? Yes, it was. Awesome, awesome. All right. Who was Solomon's father? Come into the house ministry, says David. And guess what? You are right. All right, our next one. What sin is Cain remembered for? Everybody should know this one. He put raisins in his potato salad. That's what he did. Nah. He was known for murder. All right. Who was David's father? And let's see. What they say, Jesse. Are they right? Why, yes, they are. All righty, all righty. Easy one. Once this goes away. What does gospel mean? And 967 says good news. And guess what? You are right. Next one is, what job did Peter and Andrew have? We had some people. JJ said tax collector. Not that one. Not that one, sir. Let's see. Who's the next one we got? Mike says fisherman. And guess what? You were right. You were right. Last one. Who wrote the letter to Philemon? Let's see. Who got it? Who got it? Who got it? All righty. They say Paul. I say it's Paul. Very good, folks. So again, this is what we're going to be doing. And do I have the intro? I think I did. So the people who don't know, I mean, like I said, I like to have fun with this stuff. It's going to be a blast. And do I have the full version of this? Again, I want it to be epic because, again, I want it to be that we have a blast with this, and this one might not be exactly the way I wanted it to be. But, oh, well, it gives you the idea of what the whole thing is. So if we play it real quick, and actually I need to stop this screen so y'all can see it. I don't know why my audio is going in and out. But yeah, but see, it's all about the fun, folks. I mean, you could do other stuff. We've heard people do scavenger hunts, all this other stuff. The whole thing is, it's one thing to learn all these skills. But again, how can we use these skills, not in the same way that everybody else has used it, but how can we spin it to do something different? And like I said, that's based on, where's my image at? Sorry, my image is gone. That's based on this one video that we're going to be working on as well, too, folks. That's just talking about do the opposite. Everybody else can put a camera in the back, but what type of twist are you doing onto it? You know, that's what it's all about. I want to hopefully engage your creativity because y'all have seen me. I've MacGyvered a whole bunch of stuff because we just had to figure it out. And hopefully this will help you get engaged to try and do new stuff. And again, I got the I got these one chip challenges that is going to be fun on top of this. And again, we're playing on the competitive nature of the folks at the church. We're going to do it at Signs and Wonders. We're going to revisit and do this at Gates of Faith. And for me, this is a bridge building opportunity, not just for the ministry, but for ministries in general, meaning that Protestant church, that Catholic church, that Baptist church, that Church of God in Christ, guess what? How about we go, my plan is to go to host these types of games at the church and then bring these ministries together as a collaborative community of sharing different ministries. Far too long are we staying in our own little four walls, in our little castle, and we're only talking to ourselves and only our club of people who are joined in. We're a body. We need to interact with everybody. That's what this is for. And the content I do and the activities I do are hoping to try and bridge that, not just digitally, but physically. So be on the lookout for that. And I think that's mainly about it, folks. Please make sure that you join the Facebook group, folks, so we keep this stuff going on. Build some association with other folks, other media ministries, because we can all learn from each other, have good contacts, networking to help out each other. What else? I might be forgetting something else. But what I didn't forget about is telling you all, thank you for all the hard work and everything that y'all are doing, folks. Really appreciate it. I might not be a part of your ministry, but again, you are helping the body of Christ. And if you win, we all win. It's not about competition, folks. It's about us complementing each other. If I can help you in any way, that's what I'm here to do. And I hope to instill that in y'all because we're better together than us being individually. Appreciate all the hard work you're doing. If no one has ever told you, thank you. I'm telling you, thank you for everything that you're doing. I hope y'all have a great day, evening, afternoon, wherever you is, all over the face of this planet, folks. And we'll be talking to y'all in the next video, folks. Later.